All right. According to it's 10 o'clock. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning, November 12th, 2025 at 10 a.m. sharp. The Manatee County Transportation Disadvantage LCB meeting is called to order. Because I can. If we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. That was everybody's favorite time. We do have a couple of newer faces for introductions and confirmation of the quorum. So we'll start with Rick.
Thank you. I'm Rick Wellenberger. I'm considered the citizen advocate user. I've been riding transit service since 2008. I'm on it typically 2 or 3 times a week.
All right, we got a new face, new board member. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Runa Badal. I'm with the Florida Department of Health in Manatee County. Dr. Hernandez used to come to these meetings and now I'm taking his place. I'm the assistant director and working. I'm glad to be here to see what you guys are doing, all the agencies, the community at large.
Thank you.
Good morning, Christina Melling. I'm with Senior Connection Center representing the Florida Department of Elder Affairs.
Good morning, Katie Sheffer, Manatee County Area Transit.
Good morning, Stormy Bird, Manatee County Area Transit.
Rick, do you mind if I get the nice lady in the back and the gentleman before we go to you?
Hi, Dan Elliott, Department of Children and Families, Adult Protective Services.
Just Manatee County Area Transit.
And if you really want to come up, if you're filling in for Alita, like please, even if you don't have a name, we got plenty of spots. But we want you to be.
It was way more than.
We want you to come back. Yes.
Yes, my boss said I have to.
Yeah, that's right. So well, welcome.
Thank you.
Jack Ruart, Manatee County Veteran Services.
Brenda Gordon, Agency for Healthcare Administration.
Victoria up the group, Florida Department of Transportation.
Thanks for your Sarasota, Manatee.
I'm Brett Gatchak from the Agency for Persons with Disabilities. You guys are
Sure, Brian Brown, Deputy Director of the APO.
Tyler, fiscal manager for the MPO.
Lisa McLean, fiscal analyst with NPO.
I'm Grace Sagowski, Public Enrollment Coordinator for the NPO.
Do we have anyone online, Grace?
Lindsay is online.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Lindsay Heinrich, Executive Assistant with the MPO.
Thank you. I just from seeing the numbers, I can confirm we have a quorum.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you, everyone. We'll now open the meeting for public comment, including comments on any agenda items. On the screen, you'll see the 3 ways for the public to provide input to the LCB. All comments received will be shared with the committee members and made part of the public record. Have we received any public comment cards? All right, perfect. We will move right along then. Everybody's favorite part of the meeting is the adopting of the minutes for the September 10th meeting. And everybody got them beforehand. I will now entertain a motion to adopt the minutes from September's meeting. All right, we got Brenda, I believe, right? Brenda with a motion. Do I have a second?
Second, Christina Melling.
All right, thank you, Christina Millen. Yes, if you can go, I believe Lindsay's taking notes, so when you make a motion, if you can say your name, so Lindsay knows who does it, so. Motion by Brenda, seconded by Christine, and any opposed? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. The minutes are adopted. Thank you. All right. We are now, next is an action item, it's 5A on your agenda. It's the approval of the annual operating report. Stormy and Katie are here from MCAT to present. The floor is yours.
Let's see here. Does everybody have a packet? Yeah. Yeah. This one, right? Yeah. Sorry. So this is just like a short version of the entire AOR. And it shows, from 2023 to 2025. Our total trips have gone up over 7,000. Since 2023. See here. The 88 trips have gone up, roughly 9,000 since 2023. A few hundred since 2024. Our paratransit trips have gone down. Well, they went down in 2024, but we're slowly rising back up in 2025. Our medical trips have gone down a hair since 2024, along with our appointment trips. Our adult education, training and daycare program have gone up, our trips. Nutritional trips have gone up, life sustaining have gone up, overall, we're up. CTD trips have gone up. Our APD trips have gone up, Department of Education has slightly gone down. And our total all of the, I think they are, what are they? They have gone down slightly. Overall, we have gone up our. What's next?
Stormy.
Yes, sir.
What's the classification of other, what does that count? I mean, what is that?
That's usually our shuttle trips, what is that? Evacuations, which we didn't have any this year. Yeah, shuttle evacuation, PMX. I think that's it, correct?
It's a pretty big number.
Yeah. But we do have the, well, that was also including like the Longboat Key, PMX, shuttles, evacuations.
Does that include the shuttle to Bay Pines? Is that in this?
No, that's under the fixed route. Which we didn't include this in this report.
Okay.
We also have a program through the county, community care for the elderly is included in that other category as well.
Yeah, this is. So show it here. I believe that's all that's under the other trips. Any other questions?
Who's the other funding sources for the passenger trips by revenue source? And that's sort of like the bulk of
The other revenue source?
yeah, like there's, I'm just curious, cause it's over half the.
Yeah, let me see.
Fund, I'm just kind of curious who that encapsulates. Is that a state fund or like FDM funding?
Is that the whole area? It's under, see here. Oh, I believe that includes local government as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
The county and
So
then,
that's, yeah, that's why it's so high. It includes the local government and local government.
Is the increased number of passenger no-shows, is that because and not enough drivers or?
No, we are working on that. It could be multiple things, you know, maybe unfortunately, they were in the hospital or other things. Where,
Also more trips overall too, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So it's also more trips overall.
it is, and,
And I'm guessing that kind of encapsulates some frequent flyers of no show, I know like you're trying to tighten that, like in terms of that, but.
we
It's not
have,
like individual riders, that's total,
correct.
Yeah.
And it. About all I, suggestions on that one,
As far as no show,
yeah,
no shows aren't because of driver shortage, it's
it's
just
just.
the leniency of our no-show policy, which we've tightened up since the
Meeting.
2 LCB meetings ago. There was an update given the last meeting, so we kind of restricted or closed in the gap, so they had 5 or more within a month of no-shows or late cancellations, they would receive a letter. And then if they did 3 months or more within 6-month periods, then they would get a warning. Or not a warning, they get a warning and they would get a suspension if they had 3 months or more where they had 5 or more no-shows. So we've reined that in a little bit, so now it's 3 or more a month. And less warnings, so hopefully in the next. Oh, maybe not the next meeting, but hopefully within the next couple meetings, we'll see a decline in the amount of no.
So that's good. I'm glad you tried the policy up, because that's a time killer.
Yeah, we have one of the most lenient policies, between like our other surrounding transit systems. So we've kind of just taken ideas from each system and, rearranged our policy that way.
I think I'm sure the tough part for you guys, is you're going to get people that need help and they don't call, they don't tell you what's going on. The driver goes all the way up and get them, nobody answers the door, nobody's around. You can't just drive off, you have to try to make an assessment, are they really there or is there a problem?
Yeah, we have a
It just
5-minute
sucks up
window,
time.
it does.
And we had one lady go to pick up and she's been in and out of the hospital, she's amputee and diabetic, and she goes in for dialysis. And the house she lives in, nobody calls to say anything about what kind of situation she's in, so we seem to find out by accident if she's in the hospital or not around it.
Unfortunately, that's a lot of the cases.
Yeah.
And that's why Katie tightened up the rules there. Hopefully it makes a difference, should start seeing a difference. Any other questions?
I have a question. I noticed on that page, the very top, it says demographics number, total county population 0. Is there a reason why that's a 0?
I believe we just go by the unduplicated head count, I'm not really sure. This is my first time doing the AOR, so,
No, we can
but
get,
I can find out.
Okay, it just looks unusual.
It does look unusual, I agree with that, but I can find out and I will let you know for sure.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Alright, so that's that, and then,
for the AOR.
now we're gonna move on to our quarterly report. Oh. Okay.
do we need to vote on this? Okay, so if we can, before we move on, a motion to approve the annual operating report. Do I have anybody bring a motion to the floor?
I do.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. We got a motion by Jack. Do we have anybody who will second the approval?
Second, Christina Melling.
Thank you, Christina. I know we got questions. Any additional questions? See none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? All right, the ayes have it. adoption of the annual operating report has been approved. Right. All right, everybody's favorite time of year, election season, it's November, it's what we do. As I sit there, there's an election for the 2026 vice chair. I am currently the vice chair. I do not need to be, I am happy, I don't mind doing it, but I do not want to feel like this is something that I. Planted roots in.
You gotta know, right?
Does anybody have any nominations they would like to bring to the floor?
I think you do a great job, Brett.
Okay,
You're
we
running
take that
this
as a-
really well.
can we take that as a motion?
Yes.
Christina, all right, we have a motion on the floor by Christina to nominate Brett Gottschalk as the vice chair for 2026. Is there any other nominees? They're in their hat. Seeing none, do we have a second?
I'll second, Victoria.
Victoria up the Grove, second. Any more discussion? Cause once that gavel hits, you start again. David.
It's not that, so that at least this time you had an option.
Yes. Yeah.
Next time you got voluntold.
Yes, yeah, it just went through, so, all right, bringing it up, we have all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Seeing none, motion carries for Brett Gottschalk to remain the vice chair for the 2026 year. All right, well, thank you. Yeah, that's right. This is what happens when you attend every meeting. Okay, moving right along. We have a second presentation. It's the Community Transportation Coordinator Report, the CTC. Once again, it'll be Stormy and Katie to present from MCAT. Floor is yours, ladies.
Alrighty. So this is our quarterly report from July through September. Oops. Okay. First up is our Manatee Moves, Veterans on Demand. As you see, it's a steadily rise. It's a great program. And a lot of the veterans we get calls daily. New clients. So far from July through September, we've done 804 trips. Our overall quarterly trip count was 20,821 trips. 20,821 of those were the Americans with Disability. Oh, I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong. 13,972. 6,849 of those were our transportation disadvantaged trips. 3,193 of those were our agencies for persons with disability. Anybody have any questions on this one?
What's the AMI Sunday holiday service?
That is a service that we provide paratransit service on Sunday holiday on Anna Maria Island to go with the trolley service.
Do you expect it to increase over the holidays or when is?
So during the last audit, because we established that their trolley service was a fixed route, we are required to provide door-to-door paratransit service wherever we have a fixed route. It's very unlikely that we'll have any paratransit service, door-to-door on the island because the trolley is so accessible and it runs every 20 minutes. But it is something that we offer on Sundays and holidays when the rest of the fixed route and paratransit service is not operational.
Okay. Thank you.
And this is our trip count by purpose. We've done a total of 3,656 medical trips. 3,783 dialysis. 3,298 work trips. 686 school / Minnesota Lighthouse. 2,096 casual. 1,840 life sustaining trips, or I'm sorry, food and nutrition. 856 life sustaining. And a total of 3,964 agency trips. We had no assessments in that period, but like I said, we do have our new mobility coordinator. And we've had quite a few since. And then 35 of our feeder evacuating voting PMX shuttle. For a total of, again, 20,821 trips.
Quick question, and I don't even know if you know the answer because it may be above this. Just seeing that like everything year to year, I mean, has gone up, which probably makes sense with like the good season. But it seems like the work trips have like significantly declined this from last year. Is there like I guess where I'm wondering, and this is where you guys may not even know where I see things, is that like, is there different transport, like, you know, we were talking about the fixed routes, is there any rationale you guys see?
It's something I could look into. Do you have any?
I'm not even expecting, I don't know if any.
Yeah, I don't know honestly why we would have a specific decrease in work trips other than those clients are working less or they're
Right.
no longer clients, they've moved out of our,
Area.
county or something like that.
But there wasn't something like there's a different,
No.
They're not taking an alternative, so
everything's the same.
right? That's where I was curious, I know you guys don't necessarily,
Interesting trend.
yeah.
It is.
They self-select purpose for their trip on an app or something? How do we know?
When they're scheduled, yeah, the customer service representatives will select the purpose of the trip.
Depending on what-
City, I'm not sure if you have the answer, but I noticed dialysis between August and September had dipped a little bit. And is it just wanted to make sure from a health perspective, if it's the same folks.
With dialysis, it could be, people, clients being in the hospital, not doing trips, sometimes they could be in there for months.
It's interesting that the medical has gone up.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And like I said, you'll see further into the thing, we get like, what's it, 50, 60.
Applicants, I mean, we're probably.
They're getting way up in there, so. It makes sense that medical is going up, but the dialysis, the only thing we can think of is like hospitalization and stuff like that.
Question, one of the things you have in there is Veterans Hospital. Is that a special trip? Is that the VA bus that goes to veterans? Is that?
That is the-
So it's a number of veterans that we transport from their home to one of the bus stations to catch the 203.
Oh, okay.
It's a 205.
It's two.
To go over to Bakelands, yeah.
Yes. Anything else?
But that's above and beyond the usual transport to the Bay Pines, or is that the Bay Pines bus?
It's what
Getting to the bus.
we take the paratransit bus, pick them up, take them to the station to.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are our complaints. We had 2 miscellaneous complaints in July. For a total of 2 complaints throughout the quarter. 7 accommodations in August. We've had no unmet trips during the quarter. Our total no-shows for the quarter is 123. Cancels at the door, 248. And late cancels are 229. They're slightly going. Some are going down, some are going up. I think it just depends. Our overall on-time performance, our goal is 95, and we stayed at 97. And this is
Just out of curiosity, how's the feedback been from the riders regarding sort of the tightening of the belt of the no-show policy of you? Has there been any pushback?
We haven't
I
had.
haven't had any pushback, honestly. I think for other riders, they appreciate it because, you know, we have
Yeah,
riders sitting on the bus waiting,
absolutely.
or going out of their way instead of, you know, pick someone up from home, go to someone else's home for them to not show up, or they can went straight to their
Yeah,
destination, things like that. So we haven't had any negative feedback.
Are you still putting survey people on the bus?
We haven't since the last audit, but it is something that we are trying to work in just with staffing levels.
We're just trying to get our staffing levels up to where maybe we can start something like that.
So this is our new registration. This is anyone who's either applied for the service or maybe they've been added to be a personal care attendant, things like that. So for the quarter, we registered 111 people in those 3 months. But we probably received triple that in applications just with the whether they're incomplete or not. But out of those 111, 40 of them have taken a trip within that month that they were registered. 72 of them did not. We sent out 60 recertifications. That's so every 3 years they're required to recertify for our service. We did not register anyone to use the Port Manatee shuttle, so the ridership you're seeing is just current riders. We did not have any new agencies or miscellaneous registrations that would be for our persons with disabilities or community care with the elderly. So an overall 175 new registers or recertifications. So for our total clients, for this fiscal year, we've registered 322, 55 of which seems low, but have taken trips within the month they registered. Most of them do take a trip within the first 3 months, I would say. You can see at the bottom there, the different reasons for why maybe they haven't taken a trip that first month in which they were registered. Either they were registered at the end of the month and didn't have a chance to take a trip that month. We do get a lot of people that register as just a secondary means of transportation. Or we have other people who have, you know, they apply for our service, and then they find out that they have full Medicaid and Medicaid provides medical transportation. Or we've had a few decline the service because it's not what they were expecting for whatever reason. And we've had 33 take a trip since a follow-up call was made. That number is probably higher. So those who have made trips after that call, things like that. Any questions?
Am I safe to assume the registered with book trips for January through December 2024 is 74, not 740?
Yep.
Okay. It just seemed, yeah. Perfect.
74, yeah, that's a typo, my apologies. Right here.
I was gonna say, you guys were killing it in 2024.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 74 or if it should be 40.
I'm just, it's not 7, not 700.
Yeah.
We'll go with 74.
Sounds better. That is all that we have.
Any other questions?
Any questions for Stormy and Katie? Are we good at the order? Seeing none, we'll move right on to Victoria for the F.dot report. Victoria, the floor is yours.
I believe that I didn't attend the last meeting, Dale did on my behalf, but it was discussed that the grant applications that were due last December of 2024. At the time, we had just recommended applications to the central office to approve, and that was for MCAT for the 5310 program, Easter Seals, Southwest Florida, and Sunrise Community of Bradenton. Within this area, they were all for the 5310 program. Those have been approved. So we're working on generating the grants now, the contracts to send to the agencies to review, get signed, and then execute. And then aside from that, the only other thing we have is that for this grant cycle, the applications are due December 12th of this year, 2025, by 5 p.m. So any agencies in the room, I'm sure you guys know, but are applying, those grant applications are due by then. And then I don't have anything else.
All right,
The short list today.
thank you. Any questions for Victoria? Before we move on to the spot that Nick has been dreading. It's the MPO report. Nick, take it away.
Yeah, sure. So since we last met, the MPO has been busy. We've adopted our long range transportation plan, which kind of sets a vision for the region of improved transit and multimodal accessibility. And kind of as a subset of that, we're kicking off our regional transit feasibility study. Probably early next year or later this year. We're kind of just high level. We look at improving cooperation between Sarasota and Manatee County transit operators. And very important for this group, this next meeting next year will be at our new office, which is near Manatee Technical College. Of course, we'll have probably send many reminders about that, so please don't come here. And yeah, other than that, we're just gonna continue working closely with our transit partners, and yeah, that's all I got. Any questions?
Should be 2 emails sent next meeting. For those of us who came, we get the one with the new building, the other people have to guess. All right, thank you. Any questions for Nick? All right, thank you, Nick. Now it's everybody's favorite time of the meeting, the ones around the table. That's for those new, just if there's anything new going on with your agency that you can kind of fill in with the rest of the group or with you personally. I'll actually start because like usually APD, we were kind of status quo, but we actually have an update that and this may affect transportation in the area. We just sent out in early October, 5,389 waiver offer letters for individuals who are on the wait list. So that is about 1/4 of our wait list. But also in addition to that, everybody over the age of 18 got sent an offer letter for a pilot program through Community Care of Florida. It's a managed care pilot. So those are rolling in. So we're, in terms of like people maybe going to McDonald training or, the Haven, any of those that we may see an uptick in APD transportation. So we sent letters to everybody with a caregiver over the age of 60. And then those over the age of 21 who've been on the wait list for, they kind of did it by who's been on there a long time. So yeah, that's kind of exciting for us that the more people we can actually get services for is good. So kind of affects you all in that. So yes.
Awesome.
Mr. Rick.
No, oh, there.
All right.
And I work for the state, so nothing's changing.
No. No problem. What's new in the Department of Health?
So many things, but just a reminder that if clients are needing any of our services, you can just call, make an appointment. We do accept Medicaid, Medicare, other insurances. So please bring them in. Glad that we have the transportation, so the no-show rate would not have an impact. And we also do travel vaccines. So.
Excellent.
No big updates. I would just say that if you, come into contact with anyone 60 years or older that's experiencing food insecurities from SNAP benefit disruptions, to contact Meals on Wheels Plus. It's a provider of ours, and they do have some programs to help folks with food assistance.
Good to know.
No updates from me. No updates from me.
The Manatee Boost continues to grow thanks to our teammates. It's getting up there now. So
Yeah.
Getting real popular. The veterans, I know at least 3 veterans who wrote it today, as a matter of fact. So
Wow.
thank you.
Great.
nothing that really impacts. We're shifting to a new system, FX, but nothing to really.
Nothing additional.
All right.
Nothing additional for me either.
All right, well, thank you, everyone. The next LCB meeting is scheduled for February 11th in 2026 at 10 a.m. at the new location. 5460 Suite A, 63rd Street East in Bradenton, Florida. Pass it around.
That'll be the permanent change.
That, my understanding, yes, that is, I don't want to speak for the,
So you're leaving this August place?
that's the rumor.
Okay.
Everybody wear their red for Valentine's Day, but until then, eat a lot of turkey, enjoy your holidays.
Yes.
See you next year. Let's give that a go. All right, so meeting adjourned at 10:35. Thank you.
I would say.